Alright, AME family. Got this in the mail today. This is the second one I have. And I'm putting this one in a AR9. But this is a special AR9. It's on a 15 lower, right? And I've got the Sylvan Arms conversion block for Glock mags. So, anyways, turn some light on too. Bing! More light. Alright. So, anyways, it's a 80 that I made a while back, and 80% that I made a while back. So, I can't show much because the first video I made got deleted. What I just did now was take my Dremel and Dremel out some room, because this was the safety that was in it, right? And so now I got plenty of room for the Atrius. Ooh, nasty. By the way, using a Dremel, ugh, nasty. Okay, so the second thing I did, I've done a lot of research on this. Blowback 9, thank you, sir. I wish if I could shout you out on this video, I would. He came up with equations and all sorts of stuff on everything you need to get super safety or Atrius or any kind of FRT trigger working. So I also bought a ar9. Man, I forget the name of it. Y'all would know. Y'all would know the brand. I believe it is. But anyway, so I got one of their 10-ounce buffers. You gotta have it. It's gotta have the shake. Gotta have the shake. As far as I know, that's just a regular carbine spring. And what I did notice, if you give me a second, I will get my original buffer. Kaw Valley, that's the name of it. Kaw Valley Precision. And it's a 10-ounce with tungsten weights, and it's made for a blowback. So, this was my original AR9, and it's ran great ever since I've had it, but I needed a dead blow type for the super safety Atrius, whatever. So this one, solid, worked great for 9mm. I wrote on here 9mm just so I didn't forget, even though it's completely solid. But got the tungsten weights inside, and I noticed it's a little bit longer. So if I'm thinking it right, it's gonna bottom out or not travel as far with the spring, and hopefully have a faster cyclic rate. So anyways, like I said, I go ahead and shove this back in here. You're supposed to have in between 22 to 24 ounces of weight. And honestly, I haven't measured my weight, but I did look up the specs on my bolt, and it was 12 or 14 ounces, and so this should put me right where I need to be. This dadgum thing. I'm just doing this for educational purposes only. I'm not a gunsmith. I'm actually a machinist, so I get the idea of most of this stuff. But I put a nice little chamfer in there, and also widened it out for my for the safety to go in. Like I said, here is the other safety I had in there. This is also the trigger. I had a different trigger in here. I put a PSA nickel, or their marine one, or their nickel boron one or something. And it has everything you need, like if you can see really close, right in there, it doesn't have the U shape. Right, I'm still trying to clean out freaking aluminum from this after see all that crap just fly? After dremeling that crap out. So anyways, I'm going to pause this just for a second, and I'm going to take you to part 2 on work that I have to do on the upper receiver. Alright, Amy, guys. Listen, this is my bolt. And like I said, I work at a machine shop, so it wasn't anything to pop this roll pin out and shave down that section. I wasn't given an exact measurement as far as to take it down. I just kind of drew a line and took it down past wherever the circle is right there, or where the half circle ends or whatever, and that's just grease right there. So hopefully that will be enough. It should be. I shouldn't have one issue with that. One other thing I've had to do on this is I had to put a little tiny chamfer there, because on my my upper receiver, I've added this feed ramp. I can't remember if I bought it or built it, but what I did is I milled out a little section right there, and it made it a press fit right up against the barrel. And I also messed around with the barrel and got kind of made a little crown / help it feed kind of ramp into it. So it's got a decent little, if I can get a good picture. There you go. If you can see that right there. So whenever the Glock mag's in there, it just slides right in. So alright, so the next thing I'm probably going to have to do is on the back of this upper right here, I'm probably going to have to trim a little bit back here. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to if I don't have to, so I might try to pop it in and see. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop it in and see, and then if it's grabbing or marking anywhere, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, I'm back. So, as you see, I got this put in. Still pretty stiff. But, anyways, I got this crazy lube at work today. Rock Tech lubricant. Anyways, it is going to do just fine. I lubed the crap out of this. So, got the Atrius in there, right? So, plenty of clearance. Plenty of clearance. Ding. Single fire. Ding. Alright, now we'll switch it over. Whoop. To fun mode. So, boom. Coming back. Oh, coming back. Trigger is held. Held. Oh, it did it fast. So, a little function check. So actually I can feel it releasing almost right, like basically my finger will guide it the rest of the way. So the reset, come in, and it's not going to travel any lower than that, I believe. Shouldn't, at least. And then coming back, finger still pressed. Yep. Oh, that's smooth. That's smoother than the 5.56. So, oh, this stupid thing. There we go. Yeah, baby. I don't know why I chose the Atrius as the first one. There's a couple others out there that I'm interested in. I'm interested in affordable 2/8 prints, full drop-in one that is aluminum cast or aluminum body that goes around it, and then it comes with the 3-position selector and everything. So I've got all that. I got my Kaw Valley Precision 10-ounce tungsten blowback buffer, which is actually a good deal. And honestly, you can't find these. You can't find these. I was trying to buy a KAK adjustable one or a hydraulic one. You can't find them. I got super lucky to find this one. And I was on Blowback 9's website, and he had it going, baby. He had all the good buffer assemblies sitting there. Made in USA also, just like the Atrius. He had all of them and the weights and stuff, and technically he said that even though this is 10 ounce, it's probably closer to like 10.6. So, like I said, I haven't weighed everything together, but looking up the specs of my bolt that I showed you earlier in here, that it should be 23, 24, maybe 25 ounces. So, heavier the better, I think. Alright, so I have not... I decided not to take any material off the back right here, because we're going to see how she does. But I've already showed you that I've taken material off of there. So, let's go ahead and marry these things together. I'm going to have to pause it real quick, and I'll put it together. Alright, we're back. So, got the upper receiver installed. Alright, I haven't tried to cock it back yet, so y'all are going to be with me. Alright, so seems pretty smooth. Alright, so I just cocked it back. I'm not pulling the trigger, nothing. Just seeing if it's getting worked in or if there's binding. And what I did was put a bunch of this white grease on the back, or all over the finger of the lever. So now, let me open this up and see if it's hitting anything. It is not, from what I can tell. Let me see if I can do a little slow-mo. So what I'm going to do is put a bunch of this white grease right there. Let's see what it does. So, nothing right there. And I got a ton of that white grease. So let's just see where it's hitting. just to make sure. So, one time. Still on there. So, I see just a little spot right there to where the grease was. I don't even know what kind of grease this is. Oh, it's actually good grease. I got it from work, so let's just throw it all over the place. There's no binding. So if you do use a Sylvan Arms conversion block, you will have to do some work to your upper, most likely. I had to mill that little hole right, or just that little pocket right there to fit for this button head screw right there. And then what else did I have to do? Oh yeah, and then on the actual Sylvan Arms piece, I had to mill this little section out so that it would clear my my feed ramp. So let's put that back together. All right, it's ready. So cocked. All right, you ready? Fire. Alright, now let's see what the fun button does. Fire. Oh yeah, hear that? Granted, the bolt is going to be moving a lot faster than I'm bringing it in right now, but that dude is gonna work. Now the only thing I'm worried about is picking up rounds. So if you give me just a second, I got some snap caps. Alright, we're back here. So I got some snap caps, but I want to show you a little something that I do. So, snap caps, you know, they've got the, well, let me scrape some of this black paint off, because this is what the trick I'm going to show you. If you look real close, you can already see the indentation right there. So, we'll just dab it right there. Matter of fact, you can even just go like that, just as long as it covers up and hopefully dries where the last time you used them and the firing pin hit it, then it should work. Alright, so I've only got 5. I don't even know if this magazine works with it. So let's load it up. Went right in. Alright, so kaboom, and it would shoot out if it had weight. And then, oh, that's not good. Stupid snap caps. Oh, that one's broke. That's why. That one's broke anyways. Let's see if I can jam it back in there. Maybe it'll work. These stupid plastic snap caps don't work anyways. But I was hoping to at least, well, I guess let's see. So it did fire on that first one and hit it. The second one I got jammed. I gotta be quick with the snap cap on it. I gotta be quick. So let's see. So that one, hopefully it'll bust through that paint and we can see. Alright, so it's in. I'm gonna drop the bolt. Bam. I'm gonna do it fast, so y'all better be ready. Nope, too fast. These snap caps aren't gonna work. I'm gonna have to try something different. Okay, those last two worked just fine. And bam! Smoked it. As you see, right there where the black was. That one. No, that's not it. Here it is. I bet this is the one. Yep, smoked it again. You can barely see it, but it hit it right there again. Snap caps suck. And this right here is fake ammo. They're blanks, so we're in a safe, controlled environment. Like I said, I'm not a gunsmith. I'm a machinist, so some of this stuff kind of comes second nature to me as far as like mechanical devices, stuff like that. But I will bring you along for the video in a day or two. I'm putting just barely any pressure on it. Let's see if I can hold it like that. Forward, release. Forward, release. I love it. Love that Atrius, man. Some people don't. I love it. So, that's on single. Alright, safe. We're good to go. By the way, I know these Bushnells are cheap, but by God, this is one of the first builds I ever built, and this is one of the best damn red dots you can get for the money. It was super cheap, and it's dead nuts, and it never changes. And then, of course, I put a bunch of other BS on here, like a laser that blinks, and then got a pretty decent light. I don't know, all Amazon crap. Then the creme de la creme is this muzzle device right here, which probably does nothing except for if I run out of ammo, I can stab your ass, because that motherfucker's sharp. And I got my little angled foregrip right in here. And what else have I added lately besides I've got a Strike Industries charging handle, just like extended whatever. And then I just got a couple of these off Amazon to hold my strap. So anyways, alright, we'll see you at the range.